driving, so my MC is there. She's having some network issues right now. So as soon as the Wi-Fi gets better, her camera would be on, and we could start with the event.
Okay, okay, we'll wait.
Till then, you could interact with the people here. You could let them know about you. You could introduce yourself.
Oh, yeah, sure, sure. Hello, everyone. Oh, wait, let me figure out with my device for a while. Wait a moment. Okay, no, it's better. Yeah. Hello, everyone. I am Haikal, and it's very happy to be here. I saw some of my former students like Mustafa, Dia. Yeah, nice to meet you again here. And yeah, I think now we're waiting the MC, right? Or I can just start directly.
No, I'm already here. Sorry. Just a little
Okay.
bit.
Yeah, let's get started.
All right. Thank you. Okay, so Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, everybody. My name is Shanine Nasita, and I will be your MC for today. We were going to wait for a little bit earlier because we felt like there were more participants incoming, but with everything said, let us all just begin this session with blessings and guidance from Allah. So I would like to invite Brother Abdul Fattah. Can you hear me, Abdul Fattah?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes. Could you please lead us with a short dua? Over to you.
All right, inshallah. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. اللهم اهدنا فيمن هديت وعافنا فيمن عافيت وتولنا فيمن توليت وبارك لنا فيما أعطيت وقنا واصرف عنا شر ما قضيت إنك تقضي ولا يقضى عليك إنه لا يضل من واليت ولا يعز من عاديت تباركت ربنا وتعاليت لك الحمد على ما قضيت ولك الشكر على ما أعطيت نستغفرك اللهم من جميع الذنوب والخطايا ونتوب إليك اللهم إنك تعلم أن هذه القلوب قد اجتمعت على محبتك والتقت على طاعتك وتوحدت على دعوتك وتعاهدت على نصرة شريعتك فوثق اللهم رابطتها وأدم ودها واهدها سبلها واملأها بنورك الذي لا يخبو واشرح صدورها بفيض الإيمان بك وجميل التوكل عليك وأحيها بمعرفتك وأمتها على الشهادة في سبيلك إنك نعم المولى ونعم النصير اللهم اجعل جمعنا هذا جمعا مرحوما وتفرقنا من بعده تفرقا معصوما ولا تجعل فينا ولا منا شقيا ولا محروما اللهم بارك لنا في هذا اللقاء وانفعنا بما سمعنا ووفقنا لما تحب وترضى اللهم اجعل أعمالنا خالصة لوجهك الكريم واجعل لنا من المقبولين واجعلنا ولا تجعلنا من المحرومين سبحانك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين صلى الله على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين.
Amin ya Rabbal Alamin. Thank you, Brother Abdul Fattah. Now, allow me to introduce you to our speaker. Joining us today is Mr. Haikal Adha Al-Ghafiri, an AI educationist who is deeply passionate about empowering learners through effective writing strategies and responsible AI usage. As we know, AI, ChatGPT, Gemini is so easily accessible, but it is a tool that we have to learn how to use ethically to benefit from it, really. So truly, we're grateful to have him here today to guide us. So without further ado, let us dive into our main agenda for today, which is learning how to use academic writing and AI wisely. I now hand over the session to Mr. Heikel. The floor is yours. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Shanine. All right, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. Right, so I will share my screen just for a while. I think I just share my whole screen. All right, wait a moment. Can you see my screen now? Is it visible?
Yes, it is.
Okay, yeah. Okay, thank you very much. Now, I believe that the audience today is very, very diverse. I saw some from undergraduate, postgraduate, even some lecturers I know they attend here. Thank you very much because today's topic will be very, very broad. We talk about from the basic, even you have no background in AI and you don't know what AI is. So it's okay for you to join because I will dive slowly, step by step. And at the end of these sessions, I hope that we can create together research proposals, smart, fast, and ethical. Okay, it means that the goal of these sessions, you can have a research proposal as a draft, as a raw draft, very, very raw draft, because you cannot just submit it from AI. You need to check again, you need to read it again, but at least you have something in your hand that is presentable, maybe to your lecturer, maybe if you need to do your FYP, maybe you have an assignment for research methodology, or maybe you have an assignment for what others, any research assignment, regardless of faculties or kuliah are you, it will be very, very beneficial for you, right? So this is some of my programs that I was invited. Actually, until this day, there are around 50 plus programs I have talked about, all of them related to AI. The latest one was yesterday, exactly yesterday, I was invited by the Dakwah and Communication faculty in State Islamic University in Yogyakarta, Indonesia. Physical sessions, I talk about AI for 3 hours, and previously also from the education faculty in Indonesia also they invite me to have a talk for around 6 hours, 6 to 7 hours. It's quite exhausting, but I'm very happy because it's very, very vibrant and the room is very, very alive. And yeah, actually I love more physical, right? But because now I'm not in Malaysia yet, so we can have an online session. For today, I hope that if you have any questions, like let's say I explain something and you have any question, just maybe you just raise your hand or you just type your question in the chat box so I can address it directly. And previously, also, I was invited by the Global Goals Summit 2025. At the time, was in Kuala Lumpur. I was a mentor, and to get all together, we create a project, SDG project, addressing the SDG problem. That event attended by I think 20 to 30 plus countries. There's some participants from US, from the UK, from Peru, a lot of countries. They talk about the AI and SDG at the time. And one of the most influential event that I attended was in NTU Singapore. At the time, I was the panelist, and I talked with many professors there, especially about the higher education policy, because I was invited to talk about it. Because actually, my thesis and my research also in UIA focusing about how UIA can create the better policies for higher education, for Islamic higher education, especially, and relating it with AI, especially, we see that there is a gap. Okay, let's say you know AI, you know how to use AI, and you use it, and your lecturer also. But I believe that not all of you want to disclose to your lecturer that you use AI, and I believe from the lecturer also you don't want to disclose to your students that you use AI. It's kind of taboo, right? But actually it is good when we talk about it, when we are transparent to talk about it, right? Yeah, I saw some laughing. Yeah, it happens because my thesis, I interview students and lecturers, so I know what both perspective. Okay, and it's not only happening in UIA, even in all universities that I attended, like in Indonesia and in at the time in Singapore, NTU, because in NTU they have NIA, it's the education part from NTU. I forget what is short form. I forget. In IA is what, but it's part of the education under the NTU. And when I was in Hanyang University in South Korea and POSCO, in any institutions, right? Of course, there are three types of people. Number one, who accept AI recklessly, like they don't want to verify, they don't want to confirm, they just use it and they believe 100% and just, yeah, they don't care with the result. Just okay, I can do it. I believe. Okay, I don't want to read it anymore. It's a lot. And another side is they really reject AI. They think that AI can harm our mind. They make us lazy. Even it's true, if we too comfortable using AI and we don't want to think, and they don't want to immerse with AI, and they don't like people who use AI especially, okay? But they don't say that. But I can see from their behavior, because if you do a research, you need to be able to see, in Arabic we say ma wara al mushkilat, is behind the problem, is the thing that they don't want to disclose. You are able to see that if you do a research in qualitative. So it happens in all universities, and even in Thailand, in Chulalongkorn University, if you know, there are those type of people among lecturers and among students. But the issue is, most of the students, okay, most of students, they think that lecturer, they don't know that they use AI. But based on the result of my research, okay, lecturers is more advanced in using AI and understanding AI. Because of what? Because in all universities, in even in Vietnam, in Ho Chi Minh, at the time I was in Hoa Sen University, they say that they have the special session for lecturer to introduce this kind of technology. So it means the knowledge within a university is managing well. The university manage well to develop the professionally. Even in UIA, they have CPD, Center of Professional Development. And yeah, so it means lecturers know more about AI. Yes, and that's the point. And also, I'm not only talking about in education and also research, but I was invited in University of Indonesia. It is like UM in Indonesia, University of Malaya, but in Indonesia. I was talking and I was teaching about AI for copywriting, for entrepreneurship. So I help the entrepreneurs and professionals to navigate their career, to improve their career, to ensure that AI can integrate with them. Okay, so yeah, so based on those experience, in several countries, not many, several countries, just few countries, I see that all of us still struggling and still trying to understand. So we are not late, and this event, I believe, with this event, we are able to catch up with the current technology, unless you don't want to practice it. Because if you only read, you only hear, you only listen without practice, so you will forget after this. I believe it. Okay, next. Right, now, AI for research. When you read this word, okay, when you read this word, what's come up in your mind? Wait, you may type in the chat box, because yeah, you may type in the chat box. When you read this word or you hear AI for research, what's come up in your mind? Okay, I want to see the chat. I'm not quite usual using the Microsoft team. Wait, let me check. Where's the chat box? In the chat. Yeah. Anyone want to write? When you hear the word AI for research, what the first thing that come up in your mind? Yeah. Anyone? Just anything. Just anything. Okay. That come up. Maybe I don't know, because I'm trying to understand you here, because if I understand your positions in AI, I will deliver the presentation better, because yeah, I'm trying to contextualize it. What do you have in your mind when you hear the word AI for research? Anyone? ChatGPT, way to look for articles title. Thank you, Humaira, ChatGPT, Rido, Ursula. I know Ursula. Okay, ChatGPT, Holly, getting ideas. Alvino, way to look for articles title. Oh, interesting. The most interesting is the second one, ChatGPT, and Amira, finding more detailed information using AI. Cool. Akila, fast, yes. Okay, so thank you for your participations. Maybe if you want to add more, just type it. I will address it exactly. And yes, the interesting point here is that the first, the first and the second answer is ChatGPT. So it means ChatGPT is the primary tool, okay, that we know. Even though we know that other tool like Gemini, Copilot, Claude, even there is a GetLiner for do deep research, but the standout one, it's still ChatGPT, right? Even me, I'm using ChatGPT, but I use the paid one, because the free one I'm not satisfied enough. But yes, I'm trying to compare all of those things. So let's dive deeper. So it's just very, very short. What is AI and what is generative AI? Because there is several classification here, especially if you are not coming from the IT background. But if you're IT background, you just skip it because I think you learn this more than me. Okay, so I just explain it in a very short, like AI. For example, if I give the definition, it will be boring because you can just read book or you can just ask ChatGPT, you can watch YouTube. But AI simply, like for example, you open the TikTok, right? You open the TikTok and you watch the video about cat. You love that cute cat, and you like. And after that, when you scroll over TikTok, all the video become cat. That's AI. They follow you. They personalize to you. Okay. And let's say you open what are the Shopee, okay? You open Shopee or mudah.my, and you are looking for a chair, and suddenly all of your ads, the whole social media, it becomes chair. It's like they are chasing you. It's like they look after you. So that's the point. That's AI. They follow you, and I believe that each of you, if I open the phone of your phone, if I open Mustafa phone, Shining phone, your TikTok, I believe it will be different because it is personalized on you. But it is just AI. It's not generative AI. Generative AI is AI that can create something new, like photo, video, music, even what others. Even now they can create type of fonts, they can create many things, and it's new. And if you produce something from AI, okay, from generative AI especially, and after that you put it into Turnitin or plagiarism. Sometimes it will be it has a low level, like maybe just very low, like 1%, 5%. It's not a lot because AI not plagiarize, but it can plagiarize. So we need to keep aware with that. And after generative AI, there is LLM. LLM is a large language modeling. It's focused on the text only. Okay, and the example of LLM a lot. Even though current day it's not only LLM like ChatGPT. ChatGPT can produce a picture. Okay, it can produce text. So we can say ChatGPT is multimodal. Multimodal, it means it can produce not only one type, like not only text, but picture, video, even I don't know whether if you use the free one, you can access to Sora AI from ChatGPT. It can create video up to 5 to 10 seconds. Okay, so yeah, and the most interesting one, if you know, Ansori chat. Okay, if you see in the right corner below right corner Ansori chat, it can help you produce text within Islamic perspective. So you can use it. But I ever try to compare. At the time I forget. I was comparing in the workshop or in the class. I forget maybe if I taught you before. I try to compare Ansori chat and ChatGPT. But ChatGPT I use the prompt. I use the prompt to perceive in a Islamic perspective, and ChatGPT answer better. Okay, so yes, this is the basic understanding of AI. So so not all generative AI is all generative AI is AI, but not all AI is generative AI, right? So I hope that you got the point. And
You are muted. You're inaudible.
hello.
Yeah, you
Okay.
were
Oh,
muted.
sorry. So I was muted.
Yeah, just like 10 seconds.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's good. Okay, it's only 10 seconds. Thank you. Thank you. Right. So yes, here, if you know ChatGPT, Gemini, and so forth, I want to highlight character AI. Character AI, you can have a conversations with any figure or anything, any public figure that you want. Like you want to talk to Bill Gates, you want to talk with Mark Zuckerberg, you want to talk with what Kim Sen Ho. If you love Korean drama, if you watch anime, you want to talk with Naruto, Luffy, and One Piece. They can mimic the character. And yes, even there's a case that the people they want to marry with AI. They get married with AI, and the AI is character AI. And even there is somebody that they have worse situation with that. And yeah, that's the point. Okay, so I hope that you got this. And this is interesting. This is just released. The research from Harvard Business, okay, it's Harvard Business Review, HBR. They released that you can see here on the left that in 2024, okay, most use of AI. Wait, I think I lost my battery. Okay, number one, you can see that people using generative AI. Gen AI is generative AI for generating ideas. But in 2025, it's number 6. And in 2025, most people use generative AI for therapy or companionship. I have a friend, she is a psychologist, and she had a master's of in psychology also and become psychologist now. And before she met with a client, she talked with ChatGPT first, but ChatGPT Plus, of course, because she said that it is more empathic. So if you say that AI don't have emotions, yes, they don't have emotions, but they have an empathy. Okay, they have an empathy because they program so, and sometimes their empathy is better than human, but I think most of the times they are more emphatic than humans. Okay, so you can just try. The new AI is called Sesame, Sesame, and it is very very human. You can just try. It's free. Okay, it's like you have a conversation with AI. And yes, in 2025, you can see that number one, number two, number three, AI is used for personal and professional support to organize your life, to find your purpose. So if you know Ikigai, maybe if you ever hit Ikigai, okay, you can find your Ikigai using AI as long as you use it daily, because the more you use ChatGPT and you turn on the feature of memory, they can capture all of your informations and you can find your Ikigai there and just test it. Okay, maybe you can just type it by now, you can just try, okay? And you can judge whether the answer is good or not, okay? So yes, and this is just a very, very short how generative AI works, okay? Like in input, we give the questions, instructions, comment by prompt.
Is it muted again?
I think he lost his internet because
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Wait, I don't know what happened because it's not all good. Okay, yeah, thank you. Okay, thank you, Alvino. You keep remind me. Okay, so let's say it happens again. Just let me know. All right. Work. I will back to my slide. So yes, the process. And let's say just now we talk about tokens and temperature. If you know there's a temperature, but I think in ChatGPT they have, but it's for the developer. The higher temperature, it means more creative. The lower is more factual. As simple as that. And output is very simple, and feedback. I want to highlight for the feedback, okay? When after you use any AI and there is a thumbs up and thumbs down, okay? I suggest you to click on it because it will adjust your answer, okay? And also the memory and also the RLHF, because AI is trying to align with human preferences with what you like. Similar as TikTok, the algorithm will follow you, will adjust with you, but it's just different type of output. TikTok video and AI the words. Okay, that's the difference. And yeah, I am trying to develop this. The mindset actually is before you're using an AI, especially if you cannot code, if you are no code background and you are not developer. There are 3 E: explore, experiment, and evaluate. Okay, so explore, it means what are you looking for, what topic ideas, and what is your goal. And after you define your goal, you need to explore any AI that you know. Okay, so for example, you want to look for the title for your assignment. What is the title for my research? Okay, so you use ChatGPT, Cloud, and Gemini, at least 3, and you can compare. And number 2, experiment, you compare and judge the outputs. Okay, so you look for the accuracy, the relevance, the clarity. You feel it. You can feel the answer. Okay. At that time when I was in the workshop, there's a question. If we compare between ChatGPT, Gemini, and let's say Copilot, which one better? Okay. I say the better is you. You judge. You decide. It's not on AI. AI just suggests. So the best answer is from you. Okay, so that's I hope it helps you if you're still confused which I better. The best one is you. Okay, because you need to decide and you are responsible for anything you take from AI. And at the end, evaluate, because you are still the expert. So you need to question, always question, does the information make sense, the source reliable? Okay, related to the source, I will not suggest you to find sources using ChatGPT. I never suggest you, especially if you're using the free one. Especially if you're looking for the journal article, okay? Because 70% it will mislead you, okay? But if you use the paid one, it will be another story. I will suggest you to use Perplexity and change to academic mode, okay? Later I will show you if we have a time, okay? And yes, again, you judge and you evaluate. Like you can cross-check important content from another sources. You can copy-paste the result to the Google to ensure that, oh, this is credible, this is real, okay? Yeah, that's the point. All right. And this is the prompt engineering. I think you ever heard here about prompt engineering, that it's quite booming. The work, the job from engineering. Even in the US, they pay like 5K USD per month. Maybe in ringgit, it's like 20K ringgit, 20K something per month, just writing prompt in the US. And this is the basic one, okay, from engineering. It means you need to ensure it is clear, but number 1, you need to be able to imagine your answer before you write the prompt. For example, you are looking for, you want to search for the title for your research, okay? So you need to be able to imagine, okay, so later the answer will be like this, will be like A, B, C, D. If the answer is not like this, I will try to align the answer to be like this based on your imaginations, okay? Visualizations, you need to be able to visualize. If you cannot visualize, AI will control you. For example, my background is human science, okay? I'm teaching communication in human science. Let's say I am there's a people ask me to teach about what? Environmental engineering. It's not my niche, it's not my specialist, but I'm teaching it. And I ask AI about it. So because I don't have knowledge of the content, I don't have the basic knowledge about it, and I cannot imagine what is the answer later, I will follow whatever I say to me. And at the end, when I follow the AI answers, AI can control me because I follow it blindly without any knowledge. Okay. And next, customize. We put the prompt, okay, and we adjust the prompt, and at the end, adjust it means we do the follow up. It's simple as that. And there's 2 other point here: knowledge of content and prompting skills. Later, we will talk about simple prompting skills and knowledge of the content. Like today, we talk about the how to develop a research proposal using AI. Okay, so I hope that you have basic understanding about research. But if you don't have basic understanding about research, I will explain in very short today, because basic knowledge of the content, it's very, very important if you using any generative AI, because if you don't have it, again, you will follow whatever I say to you, because AI is designed to make you happy, to make you addicted in using it, because the concept is similar as social media. I ever explained this to in my class, because social media like Facebook and Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels, TikTok, where they require you to scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. It's like in the slot machine. Okay, it makes you addictive. It brings addictive behavior. It makes you addicted. So yeah, that's why we are addicted to the social media. And at the end, AI also, the answer is sounds authoritative to makes you addicted, to makes you believe that, oh, it's good. That's why most of the time when you talk to AI, the words is they always support you. They always validate you. Like, oh yeah, you're right. And yo, I like your answer. It's very, very helpful. It's very, very like friendly and supportive, regardless what you say, right? Unless you say something that you break the rules, like you say something that triggering, so another thing may happen, right? So research proposal. Let's say, because I believe that most of you who attend here is doing your undergraduate, okay? So let's say we talk about the assignment here, okay? What is the goal of your assignment? Of course, maybe to, okay, practically you want to get a good mark, okay? Ideally you want to learn, but I believe most of you more practical than ideal here, okay? So let's say you want to get a good mark. Later, let's say my slides or maybe my voice is vanished like before, just turn on your speaker, because just unmute yourself and let me know, okay? Yeah. Now, again, back to research proposal or assignment, you need to know, number one, who is your audience, okay? You can adapt for everyone. You can adapt for everyone. And everyone will not, if you write for everyone, it means you write for no one. So, who is your audience? The lecturer that will give you mark, okay? So you need to know what they like, what their keywords. For example, you can open their Google Scholar and what is their favorite topic related to their research. Okay, so that's the point. So you will love the way they explore the topic that they love, because you connect them and they will love you also. So audience, you need to answer what is the keywords from your audience and how to find it. Open their Google Scholar, find their research, and take 3 to 5 keywords and connect it to your assignment, and you will be resonant with them. And number two, after audience, I will suggest you to focus on your flow, because most of us, when we write academically, it's every paragraph, sometimes it is disconnected. And every sentence, sometimes it is disconnected, because sometimes we feel like academic is, we need to make it more detailed, we need to make it more like abstract. Too abstract is not good, okay? So it means like when you, after you write, you need to read again and ensure the flow is good for you, okay? That's the goal. This is the basic knowledge of the research actually, and this is the major problem. Okay, if you never use ChatGPT, which is impossible, maybe some of you still never use ChatGPT, and it's okay. Okay, you can use this prompt. Okay, like what is the role that you want, and who is the audience? Audience, make it very, very detailed. Like for example, the behavior, the interests, what others, the demographic, what is the topic title, what is the keywords that you find in their Google Scholar, what is the language, academic and tone, maybe English and academic, or maybe English and casual, it's up to you. And the output, you want to be in essay, you want to be in bullet points, you want to be in table, you need to be able to imagine it. And content structure, maybe if you want more detail and instruction, further instruction that you want to add to your prompt. Okay, so yeah, this is the major prompt which you can try by now. It's not only for academic, it's for all your works. Okay, because now I am juggling like 3 or 4 works, all of them I'm working remotely, so I can finish like 1 month working, I can finish it in only 1 week. Okay, so because of AI and correct prompt. Now ethics. We always talk about ethics, okay? And a lot of sources that talk about AI ethics, I think they resonate the same things, okay, similar things, not same. And I just take several points here. But my favorite is your ideas is a priority, okay? Our priority. Because of what? Because when we want to put something, when we want to give prompt, okay, you can see here, wait,
Brother Haikal, we can't hear you.
okay, how about now?
Great, clear.
Clear. Okay, I don't know what happened with my device because last time I used Microsoft Teams it's a year ago. It's a long time ago. So yes, I just continue my slide. Wait. Okay. Yes. Yes, your idea is a priority. Type everything what you have in your mind before putting a prompt. And next, responsibility. Whatever AI give you answer, you are responsible for that. Simple, right? And always read and verify. This is simple and easy, but sometimes we are lazy to do it because when we give something to AI, when we put our prompt to AI give a lot of answers, and we are overwhelmed. And okay, we just send it anyway. Okay, AI is right. AI is smarter than us. Not sure. Okay, so I suggest you. No, not suggest you. You must read and verify again. And next, document the progress. This is important because I had a conversation with the professor in NTU in Singapore. By the way, the research of AI NTU is higher than US. So US following Singapore in terms of their AI advancement in the current day.
Hello?
Not able to hear you.
Okay. Now am I audible? I'm sorry for this because
All right.
yeah. Okay. It's good now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, clear, clear.
Okay. Yes, thank you. All right. So documenting the progress, like step by step, you save your prompt. After you save your prompt, you tell what AI that you use. And after that, how do you refresh the prompt if you refresh it? Or do you copy paste it and why? You need to be able to justify all those things. And next, not misuse personal data or using the confidential data. But it is quite subjective for me because sometimes confidential for me is not confidential for you. Okay? let's say your email, you think that your email is confidential, no one people want to know about it, so just don't put it there. But let's say for me, because my email sometimes it's for commercial purposes, so it's okay for me to share to anyone. It depends on you. However, if the university or your country or your institution has the policy about it to don't share anything related to something, just follow it. Okay, so it means confidential data will follow yourself or the institutions that you are affiliated. What and biasness, this is interesting because AI also frame the answer for you. So you compare, let's say you give the prompt, give me the topic title about what macroeconomics in Malaysia. You use ChatGPT, you use Gemini, and you use the Cloud. The answer might be similar, but the way they arrange the answer, it's different. Okay, it's different. So that's the way its AI will frame the answer. Which one they rank to the first and rank to the least. Okay, so that's the bias of the AI. Okay, yeah, you need to, again, explore, experiment. Okay, and then you evaluate. And this is the proposal framework. Okay, so just now introduction to AI, and now we move to the research one. Okay, this is actually I developed on my own. This is based on my experience, and you can access it via my IG. This is my IG at Haikal Elgif, and but mostly in my IG I'm using Indonesian language. If you want to use if you don't understand Indonesian or Malay, you can follow my LinkedIn. LinkedIn is Haikal Algifari, my complete name. I share the same thing but in English. So this is the framework actually when you want to write the research proposal. Actually, okay, my device, okay, right? Because just now there's some warnings. Okay, I just continue. Research proposal, actually, you write to propose a research to somebody, to your audience. So you don't do the research, but you propose the research. That's why if you pursue for your master or PhD, even with FYP, if you still fortunate to have FYP, because I hear that in UIA they try to remove the FYP from the study plan. Sometimes you need to change your title 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Okay, even my friends 11 times they change the title. They, not only one person. So it's common thing. So the first one, you need to come up with your ideas. Okay, ideas, it means keywords of the research that you like. You need to ask yourself, what do you want to do? What is the research that you want to do? If you don't know, later I will show you how. Okay, in short. And after that, after you have 1, 2, or 3 keywords, like for example, if you are in what my study is on in communications, let's say framing, media, and AI. Okay, framing, media, AI, 3. Okay, I have 3 keywords, and after that I construct these 3 keywords into a title. Okay, I use a prompt and I construct into a title, and from the title I construct into a problem statement, and from this problem statement I construct to a research questions. From these research questions, the literature review will answer my research questions. Okay. However, because my research is new, let's say there is no same research that ever conducted using my title, and of course, no one, because if you do the same thing, for what your research, it is useless because somebody already done it before. So your literature review will answer your research questions in a in their way, because let's say your research is to find how let's say what is the how students in UIA Gomba using ChatGPT. Okay, so maybe in your literature review there is a research, the answer is okay, students in maybe not in UIA Gomba, in UKM using ChatGPT by exploring the ideas. So it's similar answer but not directly address your research questions. And this is good because of what? Because at the end, in the discussions, in the chapter 5, usually in human science, in HS, if you're HS students, you will compare your answer, your findings to the literature review. Why it's same, why it's different, and you need to justify that. Significance is the benefit of your research what is the benefits and to whom. And methods, okay, I think you will learn later, methods. And the theory, I think it's later also, okay, but it is, this is the flow actually, okay. All right, so let's move to the, how many minutes we have? Oh, it's still, okay, until 5:30, right? Okay. So research ideas, you need to ask yourself, okay, what do you want to do in your research? And let's say you want to write a journal article and you want to publish in which journal. I think UIA give us the access to Scopus. Do you know Scopus? Scopus. It's like the credible, highly credible journal search engine or database in the world, which all lecturers in the world, they are competing to publish there. And even some universities, when you publish, when you are a lecturer and you are able to publish in a Scopus Index journal, they will give you an incentive, and it is not on the less, you got a lot of incentive if you're able to publish there. And I will show you how to find the topic that is hot in its country. Okay, I will open the Scopus, sorry, SJR. If you know SJR, okay, SJR is the, if you want to know whether the journal is Scopus or not. Okay, I think maybe if you're master or PhD, you get a lot of benefit here. But for if you undergraduate, it's okay. Your lecturer will love this if you know about this. So you can type the journal here, okay, and to answer that the journal is indexed by Scopus or not, okay. And let's say what UIA journal is, I forget. Oh, this intellectual discourse. This is UIA journal, one of the best UIA journal. And yes, see, IIUM, okay. And you click here, and this is arts and humanities and philosophy. It's Q3. Q1 is the best, Q2, Q3, Q4. That's like that, the arrangement. Okay. This just advertisement, but this is the point here. Using Fish tools here. Fish tools is the tool if you want to know the topic in specific country, what the booming topic in specific country. Okay. Fish tool. Let's say there's a lot of thing here, shape of science and bubble chart. I will suggest you to use bubble chart here. This is to answer in which country what is the most booming, the most popular topic. Let's say this in the US. Okay, in the US, the most popular topic, a lot of people write about it, is medicine here. However, the topic that has a lot of citations per document is energy here. The least one is arts and humanities. Okay, so let's see in Malaysia. Let's see in Malaysia, energy is still the highest one. People have a lot of concern there, and business management accounting, okay, it has a high level. And again, art and humanities, I don't know art and humanities, but arts and humanities is different than social science. I think arts and humanities is like RK, social science it's like human science, I think so. But because every university, they have different classifications. Okay, so yes, this is to know what is the shape of science in every country. All right. Now, after we have research ideas, we will, usually I put this prompt, okay? So, let's say, okay, I open my Microsoft Word because I say it's practical, right? Maybe you want to open your Microsoft Words. And I put my keywords, okay? Let's say I want to talk about framing, I want to talk about TikTok, and I want to talk about AI, and I want to talk about higher educations. I have no idea about what is it about, okay? So let's use these keywords, okay? Let's put this keyword into the prompt. Okay, I will open the new page. I will open the incognito because my ChatGPT is paid one, so it will be not fair to you. Okay, because I believe that most of you still using the free one. Okay, so I will copy paste the prompt here. Okay, the prompt. I will copy paste the prompt, and I'm interested in researching what. Okay, I put my topic here. I put my keywords here. I put my keywords, and okay, it happens here. And after that, the method. It's okay. You need to be you need to arrange it, because let's say I want to use quantitative. Okay, and I just enter. See, the first answer of ChatGPT, it makes me happy as some combo of topic, right? Because it's designed to make us happy. Here are several quantitative research title ideas that makes element of the keywords. This one, okay? The impact of framing in TikTok educational content on students' perception in higher education. Oh, interesting. Okay, so I think the challenging part here is to find whether anybody ever conducted this research or not. So I try to copy paste this title into the Google. Open the Google and I paste it, enter, to ensure that there is no previous research that's same with me. So the impact of framing in TikTok educational content. I think no one write about it. Student perception on TikTok educational content, but this is impact of framing. I think this is similar. So maybe I want to read about it, and I want to answer that I can close the gap. I can extend the research between this and my research. But so far, there is no exactly same title that I want that the research that I want to do it. So I just use this title. Maybe you want to adjust the title. Okay, I suggest you to adjust. Let's say you want to change this, you want to make it more contextualized, like you want to change higher education to UIA, you want to change to UKM, or maybe students, you want to change not only in higher education, but you want to compare between higher education and K-12 educations. It's up to you. Okay, you want to use several locations, compare between in the UIA Gomba and UIA Kuantan and UIA KL Stack. It's up to you. You want to adjust it. Okay, you need to adjust the title, right? But I will not do it for now. Just for example, I got my title. Easy, right? Very simple way. Okay, and let's say you have your title, you need to discuss it with your supervisor, because at the end your supervisor will guide you more, because AI give you idea and you decide if you think it is good, and you will craft the ideas with your supervisor. Okay, and after that, after we find the title, okay, and we move to the this another prompt actually. Okay, let's say it's okay, it's another prompt. Actually prompt you can just adjust, it's just example. Let's move to the problem statement. Okay, problem statement is the problem of your research. The issue here, sometimes when we ask to our friends what is the problem statement, they just say research problem. What problem? Somebody say problematizing your research. What is it? It makes us it's confusing. So for me, okay, to make it easy, problem statement is the problem of the subject of research. What is that? Subject research is the people that you want to interview, or the people that you want to observe, the people that you want to share your questionnaire. That's the subject of your research. What is their problem? You can use AI also to explore their problems. Okay, and of course you need to cite it maybe if your supervisor require you to do so. Okay, so let's say I use this. Let's say I use this prompt. Okay, this not it's not you can modify your prompt, even you can create your own prompt. I just give you the example. I just give you the step by step how you need to do your research. Okay, so your research is connected. So I just copy paste the title just now here, and this here. I paste the title. You can see here. I paste the title, and I enter. Overall simplification of complex topics. Okay, yes, because in TikTok, because you know the title is now the impact of framing in TikTok educational content on students' perception in higher education. The issue is students feel it's oversimplified, and students feel that there's an echo chambers. Echo chambers, it means, see, students may only see content that confirm existing belief or trends. The more people say so, the truth is there. Okay, limiting exposure to diverse academic viewpoints. Okay, that's the difference. A lot of problem here. If you do your assignment, I suggest you to choose only one. If you do your FYP, I think only one. But if you do your research like thesis or master or PhD, 2 to 3, because at the end of the research, you need to be able to connect your finding, your discussions to the research problem. And if you have any problem, it's okay if you can connect it. But sometimes your supervisor will expect a little bit deep. Okay, so that's how you navigate the connection among parts in its parts of the research. So yeah. All right, so let's say I will choose one problem here. I will say cultural and contextual differences. Okay, again, I want to share you something because we talk about framing, okay? The answer of AI here, this is ChatGPT. They frame the most important problem is oversimplification because ChatGPT put number 1. The first one is here. So let's use the same prompt into another AI. Let's say what other AI? Oh, wait, I cannot make the new. Okay. Let's say we use Perplexity. Oh no, Perplexity will give us the source. If you know Perplexity, Perplexity will give you the source. I'm sorry. Ansori chat, Islamic perspective, Islamic chat system. See, it's ready for the UIA. Login as guest. Okay, see, Ansori will make dua, Islamic perspective, spiritual remedies. I want to answer here. Okay, enter. I'm trying to compare between ChatGPT and Ansori. I cannot do this because see, as Ansari, I'm still providing info and guidance on Islamic topics. Cannot answer, so I cannot use it. I want to use Perplexity. Let's say it's okay lah, Perplexity lah. I just paste. If you use Perplexity, I will suggest you to turn on sources of research here into academy to ensure that Perplexity will only cite the academic journal article, not in Instagram, Facebook, or any information in the web that is not credible. So enter. But I imagine that the answer, they will give me the exactly research that already conducted because that's the nature of the Perplexity. Okay. All right. They give me the citations here. Interesting. Number 1, content framing and its influence on perceptions. ChatGPT, oversimplification. Whether Perplexity say oversimplifications, I think there is no this kind of keywords here. See? There is no oversimplifications keyword here. See the difference between AI? The way they construct the answer, the way they rank the first one, providing you the answer, it's different. That's the bias. That's the thing that you need to be aware. Okay. See, short form video constraints. TikTok format limits video to short, which can restrict depth and complexity. Depth and complexity. See, number 4. Engagement and educational depth. Here, number 2. So that's the way I'm trying to judge which one AI that good for me. And the better one here, there is a sources. This is sources, and I can click. And this is credible sources. See, more than just engaging TikTok as an effective educational tool. There's a DOI. DOI, what is DOI? DOI is the metric number of the journal article. So let's say the journal article, it doesn't have DOI, I will not cite it. Okay, many journal articles, they don't have DOI, and I will not cite it. But if you want to cite, it's up to you. Okay, some supervisor, they allow, some they're not allow. It depends. It depends. All right, so that's Perplexity and ChatGPT. It depends which one that you like. Okay, so problem statement. Okay, back to my framework: ideas, title, problem statement, and significance. Significance, it's easy. I think we can just copy paste the title and research question and what is the significance and to whom. And now let's move to the core of the research, which is research questions. Okay, research questions, it means you ask questions based on the problem. So let's just apply the prompt in a very practical way. I hope that you can follow this because I believe that this will be recorded. So I think you can just rewatch again. And if you don't understand, just ask me. Just hit me up on the Instagram, on the WhatsApp. Yeah, feel free. All right, so I copy paste this and I paste into the ChatGPT. My research title is, because I already write it, this is on the title on my Microsoft Words. I copy paste here. Okay, research problem just now we have, and I already choose here. Oh, I haven't choose the research problem. I will choose here the research problem. Like just now I choose the last one, cultural and contextual differences. Okay. And I will get back to my ChatGPT and copy paste the research problem. And the method, just now I believe that the method was quantitative. See? To what extent do cultural backgrounds influence university students' perception of frame educational content? Is there significant difference in student perception of TikTok content frame based on media literacy level? Media literacy, not a theory. How do language fluency and cultural context affect the interpretation of framing styles in TikTok? See? They give me. I say in the prompt research questions, why? Because it's not a lot and it's not less. But usually when you give this to your supervisor, they will change or they will add. Okay, so I love 3 because 3 is the beautiful number for me, right? The that you need to take care from your research question, not take care, to take more attention. Okay, I copy paste the research questions. By the way, this is just the draft. Yeah, you cannot just copy paste all. You need to discuss with your supervisor and you need to modify it. I just show you the flow, so you got something in your mind to do it. Okay, and you need to read it again and ensure that this is not plagiarized and so far and so forth. From research questions here, this is the thing that you need to take attention. Whether your research question is double barrel. Okay, double barrel, it means there is the and or comma. Because if you see there's the and here, you need to address both of them. Okay, you need to address language fluency and cultural context. Most of the research that I see, when they have the double barrel research question, they just answer either and they will ignore another one, which is quite problematic. So to ensure that it is safe, you can make it another research questions like this, and you can delete one, cultural context. Okay, so it's clearer. Okay, all right, that's the research questions. Okay, I think I don't have a lot of time because we will have a Q&A also. I will make it very, very fast. Literature review. Okay, I cannot show you because we have limited time. Literature review, it means when you have research question, you put your research question in Skyspace or Elicit, and they will answer, and the answer is based on the prior journal article. So it's credible, all of them based on journal article. You can also put it into perplexity.ai. It will be very, very helpful for you. Or my favorite is Scopus AI, which I believe any IUM students and lecturers, they have access to Scopus AI. I don't know Scopus AI, but Scopus, yes. But Scopus AI, I'm not sure because sometimes the access is gone. Sometimes I get the access. I'm not sure. So yeah, that's the point. Okay, literature review, and then perplexity. You can find the research gap there. Research gap, it means you want to extend the prior research. Let's say just now I study about the impact of educational content, impact of framing educational content on TikTok. Let's say prior research, they do research on Instagram, but no one do in the TikTok. So I do the TikTok. I extend their research. Okay, that's the research gap. Usually we have like 3 or 5 research that we want to extend the research. And background of study. This is a point. Most of us, if you do your FYP maybe, or if you do your master thesis or PhD thesis, you do your background of study in the first, which is the most difficult one. Because if you want to do your background study, you need to have the literature review, you need to have the research method, you need to have research questions, because background of study or introduction of study, it is the thing that introduces you to the study. It is the introduction of your problem. So you need to understand the whole proposal first, and then you can write background of study easier. Okay, I don't say this is wrong, but I say it is more difficult compared you already have the literature review and so on and so forth. Okay, and this is the problem. It's okay, and methods. There are 4 things in the methodology. Actually, another thing like instrument and so on and so forth, but in very short, research design is whether you use quality, quantity, or mix, or content analysis. Data collection is you need to explain step by step how do you get the data. For example, you use the Google form, and Google form you write ABC, you write the questionnaire, and to whom you disseminate your Google form, you spread your Google form via what? Via email, via WhatsApp, and via what? You need to write it, data collection. Population and sample, it's like, for example, UIA has 30K students. Population. Sample, maybe you want to take 500. Sampling is to ensure that every student have same opportunities to get your questionnaire. Okay? It's for quantitative. For qualitative, you can use purposive sampling. You set the criteria and you choose the people. Usually, when I see like the students, they just share the questionnaire to anybody who want to share, like you share your questionnaire in the big group, in the IIUM Telegram group, it has a lot of people there, on in your Mahalah group. Please help us to fill this questionnaire. If the people inside that group is the target of your audience, it can be random sampling. But I believe that it is not random sampling because you just share it without mathematical calculation, random sampling calculation. So it will be confidence sampling. And it's okay. You can do confidence sampling. Okay, like anybody you meet on the street, on the library, on the class, you just share it. It's confidence sampling. But the issue is you cannot generalize the answer. You cannot say, oh, if it happens here, it will be happen then. No, you cannot do that for confidence sampling. Data analysis, after you get the data, what do you want to do? That's a simple thing. Data reliability and validity, it means that your questionnaire is already correct. That is a statistical calculation to ensure that your questionnaire is already correct. That's the data reliability and validity. Okay, I think you learn research method in just less than 2 hours, right? Yeah, that's the whole research method for proposal. Okay, this the, and after that for the methodology, and after that you do your research, you spread your questionnaire, and you get the finding. You do calculation. Maybe if you do quantitative, you do statistical calculations with SPSS. SPSS actually is quite is old. Now people use another like Jamovi, another software, but it's okay. It's okay. But yeah, but it's okay SPSS and it's easier. Yeah. And after you calculate using SPSS, you need to compare your result with your literature review just now in the discussions. In finding chapter 4, you need to write the answer, and chapter 5, you need to compare your answer with literature review. Simple, right? Chapter 1, introduction. Chapter 2, literature review. Chapter 3, methodology. Chapter 4, this is for human science, yeah. This is for human science. IRK is another story. It's different story. Or maybe education or other kuliah, I don't know about it. This is for human science. Chapter 4, you answer directly your research question based on your data. Chapter 5, you compare your answer with your literature review. So yes, this is my LinkedIn and this is my Instagram. If you can speak Malay or if you can speak Indonesia, feel free to follow my IG because I share every day about AI in education and research. In LinkedIn, I share it in English, right? But I am more active in my Instagram. Okay. So yes, and if you want to collaborate or do something, I have my email there. So yeah, if you want my number, just ask the committee, right? So thank you very much. Let's move to the Q&A.
All
All
right.
right. So is MC will regulate it or you can
Yes.
just, yeah, all right, thank you.
So thank you very much, Mr. Heifeld, for the insightful and eye-opening sharing. We will now open the floor for questions. So if you guys have any, please feel free to drop it in the chat box, or you can raise your hand and ask directly. Or you may open the group chat that we have on WhatsApp. There will be a Google form sent in where you can just ask questions if you have any.
Oh, yeah, 80 plus audience, wow, it's huge. All right, any questions?
Yes, I have a question. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi
Waalaikumsalam. Yeah, go ahead. Hello, do you want to ask questions or maybe I am muted?
How how do I change this so that it is not detected as plagiarism?
Okay,
Is there a
plagiarism.
software or how to deal with plagiarism in AI? How do I need to paraphrase the whole information that I have got from?
All right, okay, this is, every time I talk about AI, there's a question about this and it's interesting, yeah. All right.
GPT or is there?
Okay, yeah, thank you. I get your questions, but just now your voice is quite breaking, but it's okay. I get the point. There are two plagiarism, right? Traditional plagiarism and AI plagiarism. For AI plagiarism, if you want to check, you can check using GPT-0 or 0GPT or Turnitin AI or Authenticate. But the issue is sometimes it's not reliable because I ever write on my own and they say it's 100% AI. I don't know why, because maybe I'm using AI a lot and my writing similar like AI. And number two, some universities like Manchester University, like Yale University in the US, they ban AI detector. They don't ban AI, but they ban AI detector. So it means that uh, they allow you AI use. Okay, in UIA right now, I think AI detector is not used. I think it depends on the lecturer. It still depends on the lecturer for those who will ask you to prove AI detector or not. If your lecturer asks you to do that, okay, number one, if you want to use AI, you use AI, you read the answer from AI and you paraphrase. Yes, what you say is correct. But don't use Quillbot. Because if you use Quillbot or any other AI tools to paraphrase, it will be detected. Absolutely, I check it already. Even sometimes grammarly, Okay, that's why I say this is not reliable, because imagine the students that write all of those things and they don't use AI at all, and suddenly when they check in AI, 80% AI. So what do they feel like? It will restrict the education development. It will restrict the learning process, right? Because I believe that the learning process is more important than focusing on whether our students is cheating or not, right? There's two because at that time I attended the session with the director of Amazon. At that time I was in the UAE, and it is interesting question when he questioned to us, because at that time most of the attendees from the lecturer, do you want to focus on the students learning process, or do you want to focus whether students cheating or not? Okay, actually we need to focus on both, but we need to prioritize one. Okay, so when I'm teaching, I'm focused on the student's outcome. I want to focus whether my students, after attending my class, they get something at least. Okay, at least they're not blank. Okay, so that's my goal. So whether they cheat or not is according to them. Okay, but of course I will check. I will check also, but it will affect to the marks also. However, like directly giving F is not for me. So my suggestion is, if your lecturer strictly using a detector, you need to paraphrase all of them manually. Number two, okay, if you want to use humanizing I will not suggest it also, because the wording is very, very bad. I don't like the wording from humanizing AI. Any AI that's humanizing the words, for me, the answer is not satisfied for me. It's better I'm doing it manually. Okay. And number two, you can discuss with the lecturer that actually a detector is not reliable. If your lecturer is still open, so it's okay, it's good for you. Or maybe you can show the step by step, how do you using AI. Okay, I'm using this AI, this is my prompt, and this is what I do. You need to explain all of them, elaborate all of them. So your lecturer or your audience here will understand what you do. Okay. So I hope that it's helpful. Okay, so let's say you have another questions, just let me know. Okay. Oh, I saw this question from the chat. How about Gemini from Mohammed Yafa? Yeah, you can check it. Gemini and ChatGPT is actually they competing each other. But for me actually Gemini is quite good, especially Gemini 2.5. But it's paid. I don't know whether you can access for free or not. Just compare, okay? Because each of us we have our own preferences. Okay, just now, thank you very much, Sister Aisha, yeah, the one that asked, and Muhammad Yafa from Osok. Then, can we use AI for proofreading, especially when publishing? It depends your prompt. If you ask AI, okay, again, the goal is your audience. When publishing to whom? Like in Elsevier, if you use generative AI, you need to declare that you just say that you use generative AI. But in Wiley, Wiley, that big publisher also, you need to show step by step how do you use AI, like what is your prompt, you need to record it. It's very, very complex process. And some publication also, they don't require you to disclose that you use AI. So it depends to whom you publish. Okay, what journal, what is their conditions. If you use generative AI, just follow. Proofreading, okay, I assume that proofreading is you put your text in your generative AI, you copy paste maybe one paragraph, two paragraph, because if you copy all, it's huge a lot, AI cannot process it. Like one paragraph, and you ask AI, please proofread this by identifying what do you want, blah blah blah, and AI will identify. But if you ask AI directly to edit it, okay, or to improve it, it will be editing. I think it's not proofreading, but it will be editing. And if you put it in AI detector, sometimes it is detected, but sometimes not also. So my point is, number one, look to whom you publish. Look out for their conditions about generative AI writing. Number two, if you proofread, it means AI will only identify the things that maybe grammarly incorrect, maybe in terms of phrasing, you are not really accurate, and at the end, you will fix it manually. But if you ask AI to fix it directly, it means AI will edit your works. Okay. So I hope it answers your question. So that's 2 points. Okay. All right. We still have a time. Okay. I think one question's more. Okay.
We have one
Yeah.
question from Google Form.
Yeah.
Someone asked, how should I decide on a theoretical framework and how to use it in the study?
Okay. Theoretical framework. Actually, I have the problem actually in my slides, but like this, simple like this. You put your title first. Just now you know, right, how to create a title from your keywords and then your title. And then after title, you know how to create a problem statement and then the research questions. It doesn't mean that your research question cannot be changed. It will be changed like 70%. But if you have title, no, if you have keywords, title, problem statement, research questions, you can put all of them into generative AI and ask what is the proper theory, what is the theory, and after that, how the theory relate with your study, or maybe how the theory relate with the problem. So I will list the theory and how it relates with your study, and you choose. Okay. Right. So I hope it will help you, because AI helped me also to decide which theory better. Right. But again, we choose and we are responsible. So we cannot say like, oh, this AI is better, this AI is better, this AI is better for you, but not for me. Because at the end, the better is you. You decide which one better and which answer better. That's why you need to compare. Okay, I see the question from chat. Is the paid ChatGPT better or it doesn't have much difference? I think it's better. It's way better. Okay. Even though like some of ChatGPT Plus features you can be accessed for free, but with limited time. But I think the way they understand our context is better. Okay. Actually, if you use like DeepSeek or any Chinese model, I'm not really into it because they don't understand context well compared to the US model. Okay, that's my personal experience, but you may choose, because again, you decide, and the best AI is you decide. Okay, so I hope it answers. All right. Is there any other questions? All right. I think there is no. Okay. From Sister Ursula. Can we do a second workshop where we explain the slides after the promotion in detail and show us how to use prompt step? Oh, I hope so. Yeah. So yeah, later. You can talk it with the organizer. Yeah. Okay. So I think the time is up right now. So thank you very much, everyone. If you want to contact me, just hit me up via WhatsApp or Instagram or email. You can ask to the organizer. And yes, I give back to the MC. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
We have now reached the end of our workshop, alhamdulillah. We will consider in making a different part 2. But before we close, let's take a quick group photo. So if anybody's able to turn on their camera, please do so and give us your best smiles. Okay. 1, 2, 3. All right. Okay. Thank you everyone for joining us today. We hope you leave this session with clearer strategies and new motivations to write with excellence and of course with integrity. And a big thank you to our speaker, Mr. Adha Al-Ghafari, and all of you for being a part of this meaningful session. And before we close off, let's take a moment to recite Surah Al-Fatiha. All right. Until we meet again, everybody, take care, stay curious, and once again, thank you for joining us today. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Waalaikumsalam.
Thank you.
Thank you, brother.